Good morning and welcome back to Global Entertainment News TV. I am your host, Bisola, and it is a time to take a look at what is happening on the headlines this morning in our newspaper review segment. Let's start with the punch. NUPENG versus Dangote. Union insists on strike, meets federal government orders today. Union insists on strike, meets federal government orders today. Up to next. Accountant General plots to preempt Supreme Court, set to pay Osun local government funds to cut sacked APC chairman, councillors, NULGE cries out. Accountant General plots to preempt Supreme Court, set to pay Osun local government funds to cut sacked APC chairman, councillors, NULGE cries out. Moving on to the next. Lending rates may fall as inflation eases, says CBN. Lending rates may fall as inflation eases, says CBN. To the next headline. Labour Minister begs union to shelve industrial action. Marketers vow to shut filling stations, back NUPENG. Labour Minister begs union to shelve industrial action. Marketers vow to shut filling stations, back NUPENG. Next headline. Natasha to resume Senate after London trip, says lawyer. Natasha to resume Senate after London trip, says lawyer. To next headline. Naira strengthens to 1,514 per dollar, nears 5 months high. Naira strengthens to 1,514 per dollar, nears 5 months high. To next headline. Leadway Holdings announced acquisition of PAL pensions. Leadway Holdings announced acquisition of PAL pensions. That's it for the punch. Move to the Vanguard. Dangote versus NUPENG face up. Federal government moves to avert nationwide strike. Federal government moves to avert nationwide strike. To next headline. NLC, federal government workers demands minimum wage review. NLC, federal government workers demand minimum wage review. Up to next. UN, Atiku, Obi, Ndume rage over killings of 63 in Borno, demand props. UN, Atiku, Obi, Ndume rage over killing of 63 in Borno, demands props. Up to next. DD Microfinance Bank, how we turned deficits to big balance sheets. DD Microfinance Bank, how we turned deficits to big balance sheet. The next one. Interest rates. Manufacturers look beyond bank for survival. Interest rates. Manufacturers look beyond bank for survival. Moving on to the next. Local government funds. Osun, NULGE warns OAGF, CBN over plots to preempt Supreme Court. LG funds. Osun, LUNGE warns OAGF, CBN over plots to preempt Supreme Court. And that's it for the Vanguard. Move to the Nation. Troops hit terrorists in nationwide crackdown. Troop hits terrorists in nationwide crackdown. Up to next. New customs duty exemption rate tax off. New customs duty exemption rate tax off. Up to next. Minister to meet NUPENG orders. Minister to meet NUPENG orders. To the next headline. While Lagos, Abuja top destination for FDI. While Lagos, Abuja top destinations for FDI. Up to next. Naira release on sustained forest growth. Naira release on sustained forest growth. To the next headline. United Airlines acquires 6 Boeing 737 to 800 aircraft. United Airlines acquires 6 Boeing 737 to 800 aircraft. To the next one. Blackout enters 2 weeks in part of Benin. Blackout enters 2 weeks in part of Benin. To next. No need for strike during talks. Education Minister tells ASUP. No need for strike during talks. Education Minister tells ASUP. To next one. Cardoso. Why CBN will sustain monetary tightening policy. Cardoso. Why CBN will sustain monetary tightening policy. Moving on to next. INEC's recognition of Jagban-led ESCO threw SDP into confusion. INEC recognition of Jagban-led ESCO throws SDP into confusion. That's it for the nation. We move to the Guardian. National Grid faces 5.6 trillion naira revenue loss as premium customers exit. National Grid faces 5.6 trillion naira revenue loss as premium customers exit. Up to next. Dangote, NUPENG face off. Federal government urges caution. Dangote, NUPENG face off. Federal government urges caution. To the next headline. Sowore, CSOs push back as DSS asks X to delete anti-Tinubu tweet. Sowore, CSOs push back as DSS asks X to delete anti-Tinubu tweet. To the next one. Customs exempts $300 parcel from tax as cargo owners decries duty payment disruption. Customs exempts $300 parcel from tax as cargo owners decry duty payment disruption. Moving on to next. Mayhem as thugs invade rally for Obi Roads, Vivo in Lagos. Mayhem as thugs invade rally for Obi Roads, Vivo in Lagos. To the next headline. Prominent Nigerians push for electoral reform ahead of 2027 polls. Prominent Nigerians push for electoral reforms ahead of 2027 polls. To the next one. Insecurity. Northern leaders demand state of emergency, sack of service chiefs. Insecurity. Northern leaders demand state of emergency, sack of service chiefs. Up to next. Army neutralized 4 terrorists, arrest 64 suspects in nationwide operation. Army neutralized 4 terrorists, arrest 64 suspects in nationwide operation. To the next headline. Parents groans as school resumes. Imo outlaws some practice. Parents groans as school resumes. Imo outlaws some practice. Moving on to the next. Leadway Holdings announced acquisition of PAL pensions. Leadway Holdings announced acquisition of PAL pension. And that's it for our newspaper review segment. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to join us again next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more news and updates on Global Entertainment News TV. Once again, I've been your host, Busola, and have a wonderful day. Bye.